Looks like I'm living rent-free in your heads again, huh? I mean, if you're gonna spend your days obsessing over me, you might as well start calling me something respectable. Maybe Daddy Shizzy, or better yet, Papa Nut. Who's the grown-up here? Alright, it's me. Let's go. Call me Daddy, yeah, that's who I am. Running your mind's like a master plan. Papa Nut, Shizzy Daddy, take your pick. I'm owning in your thoughts while you still act sick. Call me Daddy, it's what you mean. While you chase the crust and I take the lead. Living rent-free, that's my name. Go ahead, say it, put some respect on the name. Man, I'm too old, well here's a surprise. I'm the one with the brains while you're stuck with the lies. You act like you're experts, but here's the reality. I'm the one controlling your mental reality. So while you're out there trying to throw shade, I'm sipping coffee and you're feeling betrayed. You're mad, I got the spotlight, now it's my time. So why not call me Daddy or Papa with a rhyme? I'm the landlord and you're just the tenants, stuck in your headspace with no insight, no repentance. Call me Daddy, you know it's true. You'd be lost without me, stuck in the glue. Call me Daddy, I'm holding your mind while you're scrambling, trying to find what's behind. Papa Nut, Shizzy Daddy, don't you see? You're living in my world now, I'm the VIP. Call me Daddy, just let it be. While you're trying to figure out your own identity. Oh, I see you're confused, trying to get it right. Spinning your wheels while I'm out of sight. You think you've got it figured, but you got it all wrong. I've been running your minds all along. But sure, keep pretending you don't care. Keep saying you're done, but I'm still in the air. You got no choice but to bow to my name. Daddy Shizzy is here to own the game. You say you don't watch, but you're obsessed. Every word I say puts you to the test. Call me Daddy, Papa Nut, you know you should. Because I've been living rent-free, and you know it feels good. Shizzy Daddy, owning your headspace, and there's no escape. Good luck with that.
And good afternoon, chat. How are you doing? My oh my, what a day. Hey Max, how you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. Hey Rami. And of course we got Wes and Bama come creeping on in. Man, rainy day in Alabama. We're supposed to get some rain tonight. So whatever you're getting right now, we're gonna end up with this evening. Hey Serrano, good to see you. Good to see you. Bridget, good to see you. I am having a good weekend. Yes, it has been a nice weekend. I've replaced a pump on a fountain or electrical outlet, and yeah, my day just turned from beautiful to even better. Hey Squid, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. Deja vu to you. Good to see you, Lisa Ratz. Hi, y'all. Leona McDonald. Good to see you. That sounds like a European name, like maybe somewhere in the UK. McDonald, possibly, could be. Lurking Meowth. That's awesome. Good to see you. Good to see you. Cruise and ship mama. Yeah, somebody else was saying that they were chatting from a cruise ship. I love it. Man, oh man, if I missed anybody, I do apologize. Black Robin, good morning from Australia. Wow. Yeah, that's right. It is morning in Australia. Welcome, you people from Ohio. I mean, Australia. Good to see you. Hey, chat. Lemon Honey. I love that name. That's awesome. Lemon Honey. Monica Callout. Awesome. No, you're in New York. Yeah, you got to watch out for the McDonald's in New York. They will just saying. I'm easy to miss. No worries. Yeah, you're not easy to miss, Rickles. Good to see you. Well, if you get out of the box, we would find you much quicker. Good to see you, brother. Oh my gosh, yes. Oh yes. David, Air Force vet. Hello. Yes. Oh my gosh, we've been lurking. Oh, shh. Lurking. Yeah, glad to catch you guys on a Sunday also. And I'm sort of going to pick up a little bit where I left off. I did holler at the man, the myth, the legend, Yamaha, and he may or may not make an appearance. We'll see. You know, he does have a life outside of this, and he might be like recording like some you know, some very deep talking voice. Doing the lurking dance. I love it. I love it. Yeah, you guys are absolutely awesome. So sort of pick up where we left off. And this is Larry's response to Ducey's going off about, you know, I have the thief for defamation because you said mean things about me and you with a heart. So foreman statements are about a matter of public concern, which is I mean, yeah, it is. Matzkin contends he is a private figure, and at the heightened standard of New York times v. Sullivan, it does not apply. Now, he suggests that he's admitted missed court appearances, and his residence in various states and nations are not matters of public concern and do not reflect on his integrity. Well, they do. Like any matters of public concern, you know, that say, for example, and I'm just using this as an example, imagine somebody saying, well, you know, just because I had this pleading in front of the, Supreme Court that, you know, nobody should be able to, you know, talk about it or show it. And it's defamation. Oh my gosh, squirrel away them nuts. Good to see you, Hazel. Yes. Squirrel away them nuts. Sorry, hit the all caps button. No, don't you worry about it. It's absolutely fine. It's fine. It happens. I do it all the time. Lurker in Arizona. Nice. Iron Rabbit, the loveliest Iron Rabbit. Welcome all you new members. And thank you, Iron Rabbit. I hope you're having a wonderful day and the harvesting is coming in really good. And thank you so much, Iron Rabbit. This is for all you new members.
Welcome to the shit show. Every single day, a new flavor of fuckery. Cause everybody's such, you see, and they're dumber than a bag of rocks. Monday, bullshit. Tuesday, bullshit. Wednesday, and then 4 more days of increasingly stupid, ridiculous, ignorant, boulder, dash, poppycock, politics, and fuckery. Yeah, and all over again.
Also, thank you so much for the 5 gifted memberships, and also Lyndon Hernandez. Thank you very much. Blessings to all. Shizzy, keep the truth of what the hell's alive. Yes, and that is really what it is all about, is showing, you know, here's the thing, you know, it would be one thing if he was so upset with Larry, and it just goes to show how petty, you know, that man is, that you know, he's sitting there going, I can't handle, you know, my hurt feelings, like, instead of just moving on and doing better, like he can't handle the criticism. It is a sad state of affairs in our country here, that, you know, you got people that are just like, oh, people are mocking me because I did something stupid and ridiculous, and it gets made fun of. On the contrary, Ducey's litigation conduct in a federal case is of matter of public concern, subject to the heightened standard. To ensure that true speech on matters of public concern is not deterred, we would hold that the common law presumption that defamatory speech is false cannot stand when a plaintiff seeks damages against a defendant, or a speech of public concern. Under UPEDA, a matter of public concern is a statement or activity regarding a public official, public figure, or another person who has drawn substantial public attention due to the person's official acts, fame, notoriety, or celebrity, a matter of public, political, or social other interest to the community, or a subject of concern to the public. The public has the right to know how Ducey, a lawyer acting as an officer of the court, behaved in a public court case using the public's resources. Indeed, as the judge overseeing the case noted, The quantity of judicial resources that have been consumed by this case is ridiculous. As explained below, Foreman's videos truthfully reported about Ducey's litigation behavior in that public case, including Ducey's dubious assertions to the judge. Yeah. Now, Ducey must show that Foreman published videos with actual malice. Like, malice. There's certain things about malice that he hasn't met at all. As explained in the next sections, he cannot do so, and the court should dismiss his defamation and false light claims for failure to state a prima facie case. Court should also dismiss for Ducey's failure to state defamation and false light claims, and because Foreman is entitled to judgment as a matter of law. First of all, Ducey cannot show falsity. Kentucky law requires that Ducey prove the following elements for a defamation claim: a false and defamatory statement concerning another, an unprivileged publication to a third party, fault amounting to at least negligence on the part of the publisher, and either actionability of the statement irrespective of special harm or the existence of special harm caused by the publication. Linda Early, thank you so much. Did you see all that crap? Yamaha was accused of using AI for his voice. Oh yeah, Linda, I absolutely. He was on last night and talked about that. That's ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. No, trust me, that's all his voice. I know the equipment he has. He's got like a FinFin microphone. It's for FinFit, something like. He's just got a nice basic microphone, and I mean, no different than what Mo uses. I mean, and I just think there's somebody out there that's really jealous about him. Well, thank you very much for the $12 super chat, Linda. Also, Toller sued Kemi for false light. Ducey must allege that the false light in which the other place would be highly offensive to a reasonable person, and the publisher had knowledge of or acted in reckless disregard as to the falsity of the publicized manner of false light in which the other was placed. Now, Ducey can't show any portion of the 3 YouTube videos at issue in the complaint was false, and to the contrary, the videos are true, or at least substantially true, and are Foreman's opinion dooming both from the defamation and false light claims. The truth is a complete defense as to where the defendant in a newspaper the rule that is not held to the exact facts or the most minute details of the transactions it reports. What the law requires the publication be substantially true. So basically what it's saying here is you're not going to the minutia of it. You're not going into every single little fine detail of it, but substantially the majority of it is true. If that makes a whole lot of sense, well, I hope it does to you, or I hope I explained that well. So it would be the difference between telling you how the engine works and just telling you that the engine operates. There's a big difference. You don't have to go into the nuts and bolts of it. Even an inaccurate statement in a news report is not defamatory if it's substantially true. Or rational interpretation of the known facts. The rational interpretation test allows the author an interpretive license that is necessary when relying on ambiguous sources, as long as the report does not purport to be a verbatim recitation of a speaker's statement. If a defendant can prove that the alleged defamatory statements were true or substantially true, then the cause of action will fail. As explained below, the 3 videos are true or substantially true, and Ducey cannot show falsity for defamation or false light. Fallen Hero with the gifted membership. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. That's awesome. And we have the sweetest chatters. Yes, you guys have some of the nicest. I have a great chat here. You guys are awesome. First, take the March 27th video. Ducey challenges the title of the video. Florida attorney faces disbarment for shocking actions, because Ducey states that he's not a Florida attorney. It is not remotely defamatory to call someone a Florida attorney when the person holds a law license from a different state. See Dermody v. Presbyterian Church. A statement that is false but not defamatory is not actionable. A statement that is not true is not actionable, even if defamatory. Now, Ducey alleges he is not facing disbarment over the issue, nor was he at any time, but he ignores the substance of what Foreman truthfully reported to his YouTube audience, that Ducey's pro hoc vice admission to the Florida federal case was on the line because of Ducey's litigation behavior in the case, in that particular case. And in March 13th, 2025, the plaintiff in the federal case, Jeremy Hales, moved for sanctions against Ducey, the defendant's lawyer. Hales requested this court issue sanctions against Ducey, praying that these sanctions will not be light and that they include revocation of his pro hoc vice status, monetary penalties, judicial default, dismissal of the counterclaims, and disciplinary proceedings. The next day, the judge issued a show cause order to Ducey, ordered in relevant part. Plaintiff has filed the motion for sanctions. The motion alleges that Ducey has engaged in unprofessional conduct. The court has ordered Ducey to respond to the motion by March 20th, 2025. As part of that response, Ducey should show cause as to why the court should not revoke the privileges of pro hoc vice status that has been granted to him in this case. A hearing on this matter will be held Thursday, April 3rd, 2025 at 1 p.m. in Courtroom 3, U.S. Courthouse, Halifax, Pensacola, Halifax Street, Pensacola, Florida. There is no need for the individual parties to attend the hearing, but counsel for the parties are required to attend. Any request to appear remotely will be denied. Any request to hold the hearing at a location other than Pensacola will also be denied. Now, indeed, the court's order included the following footnote. Also, per Expedia, there's no significant difference between the flight options or the cost from Boston to Pensacola and Boston to Gainesville. In video one, Foreman simply told his YouTube audience, just as you've been told here, about Hale's motion for sanctions and court's show cause order. In video one, Foreman specifically quoted the relief Hale sought in the motion sanctions and that they included revocation of his pro hoc vice status. Foreman also truthfully said, "You're looking at disbarment in Florida on this case. Your pro hoc vice status is at risk of being revoked because of your continuous stupidity and abhorrent behavior." I loved that video. It was so good. Hey, Zaymont Eagle with the 5 gifted memberships, and we'll start hitting that a little bit later on here. Well, we'll come back to that, and we'll give you all a nice big welcome to the shit show song. It was true that Ducey's pro hoc vice status was at risk of being revoked because Hales asked for that sanction because the judge issued a show cause order warning Ducey that his pro hoc vice status was at risk. Pro hoc vice admission is a privilege, not a right. It is not a right granted either by statute or the Constitution. An attorney who is a good member standing in the bar of a jurisdiction where the attorney resides or regularly practices law may file a motion in case for leave to appear pro hoc vice, or as Foreman accurately defined it, pro hoc vice is a fancy word for I don't have a license to practice here. Do you all mind if I pay a fee and you allow me to practice law in your jurisdiction just on this one case? Revoking a pro hoc vice status is the functional equivalent of disbarring that lawyer from practicing in that court. When an attorney abuses that privilege of appearing pro hoc vice, the district court may revoke that privilege as a sanction for misconduct. Foreman's statements in that video that the court could revoke his privilege to practice in that case, or actually in that court, were true or substantially true, which is, so there you go. Ducey also takes issue with Foreman's prediction that Ducey might join forces with disbarred lawyers who are convicted felons. Why? Is it because of birds of a feather? Go figure. I don't know. I can't help but wonder. We all can't help but wonder. More scumbag stuff. Again, that statement is true or substantially true. Elsewhere, Ducey admits his association with a man who has been convicted of felonies, thereby admitting his association with someone with a criminal record is not false for Foreman to wonder whether Ducey's admitted association with convicted felons meant that Ducey might also engage in criminal activity. As you can see right here, number 3, an order date April 2nd, the judge overseeing the case commented that if Ducey did not want to incur the cost and spend time to travel to Florida for court appearances, then he should not have entered an appearance in this case. Lawyers from across the country regularly appear before this court, and when the court sets a hearing, those lawyers get on a plane and they attend the hearing. That is part of the deal when lawyers decide to take on litigation in a far-flung jurisdiction. Amazing that he didn't listen to the judge at all. Altogether, Foreman's statement in video 1 are true or substantially true, as Ducey cannot show the falsity element of defamation or false light for video 1. And for video 2, we've seen video 1, we've seen video 2. If you don't believe me, you can go back and you can check those out, because I went through both of them, showing exactly what DUI Guy had to say in every single one of those, and pointed those out. And I'm telling you right now, there was nothing. There was nothing that I saw that was defamatory, that wasn't talking about the actions of an individual, reporting on it truly and accurately. Now, Ducey alleges that Foreman begins by alleging that Ducey has been arrested by a federal court judge. This is false. At no point in video 2 did Foreman use the phrase arrested by a federal court judge, nor did Foreman suggest that Ducey had been arrested. The words "had been" appear nowhere in the video 2. Foreman's statements in video 2 were true or substantially true. Video 2 was recorded on April 8th, uploaded on April 9th. Before that, on March 27th, the judge issued an order which provides in relevant part: the court is tired of both attorneys in this case clogging the docket with unnecessary duplicative and meritless filings. The quantity of judicial resources that have been consumed by this case is ridiculous. This simple one plaintiff and two defendant defamation case has 117 docket entries, and discovery has not even been completed yet. The court hereby notifies counsel that the hearing previously scheduled for April 3rd, 2025. The court will also be addressing whether both attorneys should be sanctioned for the continual abuse of the judicial process and unprofessional litigation conduct, stating that a district court may issue sanctions after ordering an attorney to show cause. The unprofessionalism of both lawyers in this case surpasses anything that the undersigned has seen before. When counsel for both parties show up for the hearing on April 3rd, they must bring their checkbooks. Indeed, the court probably should have issued sanctions earlier in this case, but the court does not like to issue sanctions, believing that lawyers, as officers of the court, will and almost always do behave appropriately after being warned. Thus, the court has tried to cajole compliance with the rules in other ways, has been patient with counsel. That obviously has not worked. Instead, the attorneys in this case have taken advantage of the court's patience and abuse the judicial process. No more. Now, in video 2, Foreman discussed the judge's April 4th order in the federal case, which said this matter was scheduled for a show cause hearing. Prior to the hearing, the court notified counsel for both parties that the following issues would be addressed at the hearing: plaintiff's motion for sanctions, whether Ducey's pro hoc VJ status should be revoked, and 3, whether counsel for both parties should be sanctioned for their filing of specific motions that were, in the judge's opinion, frivolous. Now, paradoxically, Ducey failed to appear at the hearing that was scheduled, in part for him to explain why he should not be sanctioned for his unprofessional conduct. The hearing was noticed on March 14th, and Ducey was clearly aware of his obligation to attend the hearing. Indeed, the day before the hearing, Ducey filed a notice informing the court of his decision not to attend the hearing. The court issued an order shortly thereafter, making it clear that the hearing would go forward and that Ducey was expected to attend. What's going on? Sid Mitchell, good to see you. Less than an hour before the hearing was scheduled to begin, Ducey filed a notice of withdrawal as counsel. That was not right. The mere filing of that notice, of course, did not relieve Ducey of his obligation to appear at the scheduled hearing. Nonetheless, Ducey still failed to appear. As mentioned above, Ducey failed to appear at the hearing scheduled for April 3rd, 2025 at 1 p.m. The court hereby orders Ducey to show cause as to why this court should not exercise its inherent authority and sanction him for failing to appear. The show cause response is due by 5 p.m. Central on Wednesday, April 9th, 2025. Video 2 was uploaded on the 9th, but as Foreman explained in video 2, he recorded it on April 8th, the day before Ducey's April 9th deadline for filing his show cause for why the judge should not sanction him for failing to show at the March show cause hearing. So that is tomorrow. As of recording this is being recorded on April 8th, and April 9th at 5 p.m. Central is the deadline. So Foreman offers a prediction for what might happen after Ducey files a response to the show cause order that he would be subject to sanctions or even contempt of court. It says you're going to have a hearing date set as to why you should be held in contempt of court. Hello, everybody. Good to see you. Yeah. Welcome. You're what? Late, but made it. That's what counts. Yeah, make it in here. Hit that thumbs up. Give it a little bit of sweetness. Lick it, rub it, twist it. Whatever you need to do, make it feel so much better. I appreciate you guys. And if you so desired, you can always throw some shekels at me. It's absolutely fine. I'm a equal opportunity person. Thank you very much. We appreciate everything that you guys do in supporting this channel dearly. It is amazing. This Friday on April 11th, you're probably going to get some of the most unique and crazy orders for sanctions that we've ever seen. Your matter is going to be referred to the district judge at Gainesville. It's going to be referred to the Connecticut and Massachusetts Bars Association, as well as the Federal Bar Association, the Northern District of Florida. Then all your other potential applications in federal court are going to be tainted because in order to get admitted, you must have a certificate of good standing, and you're going to lose that privilege. If you're not in good standing, you may not be able to get admitted. You're going to have to disclose that, and failure to disclose is another violation. I mean, you see how this tornado of violations starts stacking up upon itself so quickly. And here's the beautiful part. You're going to have a hearing date set as to why you should not be held in contempt of court. You know what contempt of court is? It's exactly what it sounds like. Judge angry. You come. You explain why you no come. Then I tell you to come. If you don't come to that one, you will make national headlines, Ducey. You will be the first lawyer since Alex Murdaugh to make it into national news because the federal marshal is going to come to your home and they're going to arrest you. It takes a lot for a lawyer to get arrested for something so basic and stupid. All you have to do is show up, man, and you can't even do that. In other words, Foreman truthfully explained what Ducey could face, that Ducey could face civil contempt for violating an order to appear in person for his show cause hearing. Ducey himself acknowledged the potential for arrest and indeed for his fear of arrest before he chose not to appear in person. So special. Now, Ducey filed a motion detailing the fear of arrest as he appeared in front of the judge. Ducey wrote, considering the magistrate's prior threat of arrest and arbitrary orders disproportionately burdensome, costly, and prejudicial to the defendants together with the tone and content as of orders 97, 98, 116, the underside legitimacy fears of being arrested if he attempts to zealously defend himself against the plaintiff's motion, Rule 11 sanctions, or the revocation of pro hoc vice status. So he was already whining and crying right there. You know, it's really good that Larry is able to point this back out to him, because as we watched all of this crap unfold, we're talking this is in March, April. Here we are almost to the end of the year, and the judge hasn't done diddly squat. And I think that's given Ducey this I guess false sense of feeling that he can do whatever the hell he wants to, like email a judge, email a clerk, email judges in other cases, email clerks in other cases, sending off nasty messages to other YouTubers, doxing, harassing, trying to coerce, It's amazing all the stupid shit that he's getting himself into. Hell, even raising money for a former client so they can get defended by what would you call I guess it's just basically a law group that does what do they call it, consumer services, where they pay a part of what you owe to your debtors by trying to get that settled out, and they take a good chunk of that change. But you would think that maybe he wouldn't be hanging out with these kind of people. Maybe he wouldn't be, so anxious to have to go and start crap with YouTubers by, getting these other YouTubers that are harassers and doxers and what else are they doing? Oh, let's see. Oh, that's right. They're getting their channels removed from YouTube. Why would that be happening? Why do you think these people are losing their ability to stream all of a sudden? Do you think it has something to do with the things that they were told not to do months ago? Like, prawn? I mean, those kind of things do come to bite you, You can thank all 3 followers of what's the name of that group? The vomit group. I don't know what they're called, paint chips, vomit, whatever. They just seem to be failing downward. Robert Tower. Oh, I have to put my girl on a leash when I go out raining. That sounds weird, Starzy. The next day, Ducey repeated his alleged fear of arrest. The undersigned legitimacy fears for his freedom and safety, and so cannot attend. The judge denied Ducey's motion to attend remotely the next day. The judge wrote the court would be remiss if it did not address defendant's counsel claim that he fears being arrested if he attends the hearing tomorrow. Absurd. The judge also expressed his doubt about the truthfulness of Ducey's newfound scheduling conflict, because the hearing on the case was noticed nearly 3 weeks ago and on March 14, 2025. Thus, Ducey had more than sufficient time to make travel arrangements. Moreover, Ducey had ample time to file a motion seeking a continuance of the hearing if there was a true scheduling conflict. Instead, he waited until the 11th hour to allege, quite dubiously, that he has a scheduling conflict. That is despite the fact that since March 14th, Ducey has filed plenty of other documents. The internal docket citations removed. Ducey persists that his efforts to avoid having to appear in person before the judge. Ducey filed a notice of withdrawal less than an hour before the hearing was scheduled to begin. In video 2, Ducey expressed his doubt about the truthfulness of that notice of withdrawal, given its suspicious timing less than an hour before the hearing Ducey had repeatedly tried to avoid. Thus, when Foreman expressed his doubt in video 2 about the truthfulness of Ducey's notice of withdrawal, he was simply relaying the doubt to the judge overseeing the case already expressed. Well, guess what, Foreman? You don't have to worry about the dubiousness of his withdrawal at all anymore. So, what did the Slavic specialist do? That's fun, Dark Mage. No, here's the thing. You don't have to wonder anymore. We know that although he's not supposedly counsel anymore that it appears he is still sending things off to judges, harassing YouTubers, and creating more problems. It's become very clear over the past week what he's done. I mean, Judge Grove has shown those emails, and it doesn't stop. It hasn't stopped yet. Sending emails to the judge ex parte and trying to sway a judge. What do you think is going to happen? What do you think is going to happen next week? Do you think the judge is going to look at this and go, we'll just let him bypass this? What do you think the judge Bolito is going to say whenever he sees that if he could have nipped this in the bud back in March, April, May, June, July, any point in time he could have nipped this in the bud? Makes you also wonder, how many emails are they sending off to Judge Bolito? That would be really interesting. That, you know, there's a possibility there's emails that were sent over there. Or they may have never even looked at them and just deleted them. But Judge Grubb, apparently, that's not how it worked there. But that's what Ducey is sort of relying on, because then he can trout out, look at how many communications I've had. I've been working with this client the whole time. Well, look, apparently you have been working with this person the whole time, probably still whispering in her ear, telling her the bankruptcy is the best way to go. Yeah, for Hales, because that ain't gonna work out too good for you at all, is it, Ducey? Because you're gonna have to show the court where that money was sent, where it came from, which means if it went to your bank account, somebody else's bank account, all of that money has to be accounted for. Yeah, those trustees, they do a lot of digging. That's gonna feel really, really special. Of course, you know, whenever they start tracking those account numbers, they really start seeing where those checks are being bounced back and forth to the ACHs. Oh, those are going to get really interesting. And you think that the flea is out of the water on this? Oh, no. No, she's not out of the water by a long shot, because all of that information gets pulled in also. And that's not all they go after. Trustees dig in deep and dig hard, especially if they know what they're looking for. And as much as you've gone after these judges, after other attorneys, do you think that they're just going to sit back and go, nah, we'll just let this one pass? All that stuff is going to come out eventually. It's all going to be shown. You can run and hide, but guess what? You can only run and hide so far before, well, it's going to sting. It's going to pinch really bad. You might want to, you know, get the lube ready. Hey, how you doing, Stephen? Good to see you. Now, thus, when Foreman expressed his doubt in video 2 about the truthfulness of Ducey's withdrawal of notice, he was simply relaying the doubt the judge overseeing the case had already expressed. The power to punish for contempt is inherent in all courts. Now, number 4, little citation here was, nor was this Ducey's first dubious assertion in a court filing. On January 14th, Ducey filed a motion asserting that plaintiff's counsel adamantly refuses any phone communication, including any additional calls in furtherance of narrowing issues raised by the plaintiff's motion to compel. But in a report filed on January 22nd, Ducey wrote that on January 9th, counsel had conferred on the phone for 90 minutes. See how he changes his stories and changes his little lies? Tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies. Compliance with a court order are considered to be coercive and avoidable through obedience, and thus may be imposed in ordinary civil proceedings upon notice and opportunity to be heard. The pragmatic coercive civil contempt sanction involves confining the contemptor indefinitely until he complies with an affirmative command. Foreman accurately describes a potential consequence, civil contempt, that Ducey faced after he violated a court order to appear to show cause hearing. At no point at all did Foreman say that Ducey had been arrested. He accurately forecasted the possibility that Ducey could be arrested if found in contempt. Indeed, Ducey repeatedly told that same court of his own fear of arrest. Video 2 also accurately explained the potential consequences Ducey could face. Those potential consequences included referral to a district judge in Gainesville, referral to the Connecticut or Massachusetts Bar Association, the Federal Bar Association, and the Northern District of Florida, which, oh, of course, the crap that he's pulled over the past, I don't know, month or two, might end up in front of the bar in Connecticut. Federal Bar Association might end up in Gainesville. It might end up also in Connecticut, Massachusetts, Northern District of Florida. What do you think this judge is going to do whenever he sees Randy's motion? Do you think he's going to appreciate? Have you learned your lesson? No, I don't think you learned your lesson. I think you just want another big spank me, daddy, judge, spank me is what you're looking for. Now, whether acting in concert or not, Bowler, Benoit, and Butler have railroaded me into baseless disciplinary matter for the last 18 months. Has been a source of stress, distraction, expense, fear of my livelihood, and time taken away from my law practice, clients, and family. And as you can see, this is the same thing that he's done before, complained about his previous experience facing discipline in Connecticut. We should probably read those all over again because he cried and cried and cried. Now, Foreman also accurately explained that if Ducey was sanctioned, all your other potential applications in federal court are going to be tainted because in order to get admitted, you must have a certificate of good standing. And you're going to lose that privilege if you're not in good standing. You may be not able to get admitted. You're going to have to disclose that, and failure to disclose is another violation. Now, Ducey suggests that these things never happened, but that alleged allegation misses the mark entirely. As Ducey accurately stated, these potential consequences could have happened because of Ducey's litigation conduct in the Florida proceeding. Altogether, Fortman's statements in the second video are true or substantially true, and Ducey cannot show the falsity element of defamation or false light of video 2. Now, also, he cannot show falsity for video 3. I mean, Bruce has a hearing in December in Levy. Actually, I don't know if he has a hearing or not, Max. If you read the order, it says something a little bit different on there, and also in the email exchange. So as much as it might appear that, you have to really read that document closely, because I don't think that he's even invited to that hearing. See, whenever somebody screws up that bad, a lot of times it's a hearing with the judge. And I'll let me pull it up just so I can see exactly what that particular letter says. Open file location. And if I go here, it will say in thumbnail, notice of hearing right here. It says you are hereby notified of the undersigned and be called up for a hearing at 1:30 December 17th. And give me a second. I want to make sure that I don't have anything there. It doesn't say. See, it doesn't say on here. It was basically Michelle Preston pro se. That's the only person that it shows right there. Here, I'll zoom in on it so you can understand. See right here. Portal to Michelle Preston pro se at the email addresses for same registered with the portal. Okay, that's the only person that it's showing that has been notified of it. It says there's a motion to strike unauthorized communication, motion for sanctions pursuant to 57-9-1824. So there's a possibility. There's a possibility that Ducey isn't invited to the hearing. He may not be able to go. I mean, he might have to enter an appearance, but I don't see where he was actually included on the invite list. Elemental P. Oh yeah, Elemental P could totally get sanctioned for this, because it's her that pays the price for it. It's not him that pays the price for it. And I'll look at the trespass. Trespass. It just looks like, trespass is the same way right here. The hearing on defense motion to tax costs currently set for October 22nd. It got changed to December 17th. And as you'll see, the only person that is attached in this is Lynette Preston. So yeah, I don't see where Ducey is being called to actually even show up. I mean, I could be misreading it, and there's a possibility he might be on the email chain, but the judge can disbar BBB is true. I'm not sure what Jeremy said, but that's not how it works. I mean, he basically can ensure that his state bar is notified it. So the way that these kind of things work, in most common cases, a judge will see an attorney filing something or doing something inappropriate. They'll hold a hearing about it. So that way the counsel for both sides knows what's going on. And I could be wrong on this. You can correct me on it if I'm wrong. Usually what will happen is because Lynette is pro se litigant and Randy Shockett is the defendant in one case. He's the plaintiff in another. Trespass, he's defendant. And Granger v. Preston, he's the plaintiff. So one's plaintiff, one's defendant, but they're both sort of enjoined in a sense. And so what'll happen is because the parties to the case, which are Jeremy and I think it's, let's see, no, actually they're not party in that case. Granger are parties in one case. They're represented by Shockett, and Lynette is representing herself. The judge calls a hearing. They both show up. The judge discusses the issue that's happening there. Like I said, you can correct me if I'm wrong. The judge is going to discuss the issues that are happening between these two parties and that there's a third party intervener that's causing problems and trying to prejudice the court. Then they'll have a hearing on that. They'll make a discussion about that. This isn't something that involves Ducey because he's not an attorney of record. Now, what'll happen, or what could happen, is then the judge will say, okay, I've got this attorney that's misbehaving. He's not practicing law. He will send it to the Florida State Bar, the Connecticut State Bar, and the Massachusetts State Bar. And then all three of those groups will get together and they'll have a discussion on what to do about this misbehaving attorney. Okay. And once they have that communication and they sit down, they start discussing this, then they'll make a decision whether they're going to sanction him, disbar him, any number of things. But yeah, usually a judge, they can only make the recommendations. That's up to their own respective state bars to do it. Yeah. So, yeah, that's what Jeremy said. Okay. I mean, I'm just trying to explain a little bit how that works, and I could be wrong on that. I may be absolutely wrong. I'm not an attorney or a judge, and I'm just trying to suss it all out in my own brain anyway. This has gone on way too long. It's out of control. Well, Texas military mom. Here's the thing. I want to put this into perspective. As we watched last week or a couple weeks ago, we watched Heavy D from the Diesel Brothers. Is that right? I think that's right. And he went through a lawsuit where he couldn't even talk about it for 9 years. Okay, 9 years over a simple lawsuit. Okay, civil cases don't move like criminal cases do, and even criminal cases can move slow. Part of the issue is getting filings in. Now, as I said, not too long ago, I think it was last night, it seems to me, and I could be misreading the situation, it benefits Ducey a whole lot if there's lots of delays. It benefits him greatly because that just means that he uses Lynette's lawsuit. Anybody that talks about it, says anything about his stupidity, his fuckery, that he goes after and attempts to sue, which delays things even longer. Then he tries to use that case to show, oh, look how horrible these people are in this case. And although it has nothing to do with it, it's just a way for him to prolong, a trial or a case and drag things out in perpetuity. And I mean, if you look at the cease and desist letter that was sent to Larry, you sort of get an idea of the kind of shenanigans that he's been up to, demanding almost $500,000 and from Larry over this, over him responding to saying, yeah, you've got nothing. Oh my gosh! Thank you for keeping us entertained. I try to, and I'll have I've got some new songs I've been working on, and if you haven't seen the videos, I've got some new little videos. I can expose Tug in case you haven't seen my post today. That was fun. I got some, Tug has some legs out there. I'm telling you, him and Jay, legs, man, legs all day. How is this court prolonging of the court case? It helps because as long as that these court cases remain in stasis, and as soon as the judge like rules on these and shows how bad of behavior that Ducey's done, all those can be shown in the other court cases. But keeping it prolonged where it's at for Ducey helps him out so much, because while he's suing DUI Guy, which is what this one is about that we're talking about right here, well, as long as that court case is going on, it makes it look like he's in the right for creating these issues and all the shenanigans that he's done. Because at no time during any of these filings has he proven any sort of defamation. All that he's proven is that he likes to scream and cry like a little whiny bitch. That's all that it shows. It shows that he is really butthurt about the fame that Larry has gotten, his ability to actually litigate a case, and he's really butthurt about it because he lost on thumbnail. He lost in the thumbnail lawsuit. If you guys don't know what that is, started complaining about the thumbnails. Oh, they're using my client's image. That was his big complaint. Of course, he did that through Stark. Stark, rest his soul, is no longer with us and has left and basically left this realm of existence. And now Lynette is representing herself. But as we found out in the past, 2 weeks, those cases right there are being prolonged by Ducey. He's the one telling her when to show up or when not to show up. It's showing through his emails that he's the one that's writing her pleadings and sending them in to judges. And whenever they don't respond, he's turning around and sending them into judges again. I mean, it's stuff that he's writing. That's her free legal advice. Look at the emails. Look at the postings. Look at what he says. Look at the wording. That's all his work right there. And that's how he's trying to prolong this right now. And it's so he can cost money and try to force a settlement out of Jeremy, try to force a settlement out of Larry or anybody else that he deals with. And as soon as one of them agrees with it because they're tired of his bullshit, then he thinks he's got him. He's going to use that money to start more lawsuits. And you think that this is the end of your how many more lawsuits, and you can put the number in the chats, that are going to branch off of Brucey's bullshit. How many more do you think is going to happen out of all of this stuff because one woman did defamatory things by posting some signs up and down a freaking road? All because that person posted signs up and down a road because they harassed, they stalked. How many more lawsuits do you going to think come out of all of this? Because you got the first one, Ohio, restraining order. Then you move on to Florida, where she tries to get a restraining order. That one she dismisses. And it's gone. Then they started a thumbnail lawsuit. They started a trespass 5 lawsuit. Now, those weren't started by Jeremy. Those were started by them. Jeremy clapped back with a that lawsuit of those defamatory signs. That one is still there because of all of their misbehavior throughout all of this. Now they're being sought for tortious interference with a business. That's another lawsuit that's fed to. The Grangers countersued to try to get some relief for the garbage that they pulled. There's nobody else in on that one. That's just Grangers asking for their attorney's fees back. Now, Ducey started one against DUI Guy because he's all butthurt. I mean, these, now you've also got you had Lips that tried suing for, I don't know what the hell it was, defamation, slander, libel, some crap like that against YouTubers, which included Jeremy. Jeremy turned around and said, no, I'm accepting service. Let's go ahead and talk about this in court. And immediately, well, not immediately, but soon thereafter, she decided to drop the case. And Jeremy said, well, right now you've cost me money and we are going to sue. And we're going to sue you as a vexatious litigant because we want to make sure that although this was dismissed without prejudice, we want to make sure that you don't come back and start filing more for frivolous lawsuits. And he's filed a countersuit. He's filed a whole new suit. That one right there, then like I said, there's going to be multiple more that come off of this because you've also got Paint Chips that is litigious little shit. You've got Vomit, which is a litigious little shit. You've got all other kinds of people out there that are just looking to jump on a bandwagon, to pile on, to go after Jeremy, to try to destroy his business because they are so incapable, so utterly incapable of creating something on their own without trying to destroy somebody else. That's how bad it is for them. They don't understand what it takes to actually do some research, to look at actual documents. As Vomit has pointed out multiple times that he didn't even know who in the hell George was. I doubt he still does. One, he's either completely tone deaf of what's going on around him, or he's just a complete idiot. I haven't figured out which one it is yet. Step away for a minute and you're back again. Welcome, Starzy. Tina, we don't. I don't know what Tina's talking about. Lips and Chips, District Attorney, Levy County. Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about the District Attorney. Thank you very much. Yeah, I mean, it just goes on and on. It's hello, how you doing from France? Welcome. Bonjour. It's awesome. Do you go with a letter? Yeah. Happy Sunday, Angie. Always Angie. Good to see you. Oh my gosh. So Ducey then alleges without elaboration every single assertion in this video is fabrication. On the contrary, Foreman's statements of video 3 are true or substantially true. Video 3 was recorded on April 15th. Foreman discusses Ducey's response to the court show cause order and the judge's decision to permit Ducey's withdrawal. The judge issued a show cause order. Ducey replied to that show cause order, and after he replied to that show cause order, the judge says, I'm allowing you to withdraw, but I'm still keeping you on as counsel because I am staying in this case for 30 days so they can find a new lawyer. Now, Lynette and John, and the same time, or unless they're going to represent themselves pro se, and at the same time, I'm still working on motions for sanctions. What? I'm still working on motions for sanctions? This dude is about to rip Deuce in half. Folks, I am not exaggerating when I say this. When a federal judge is telling you that I'm not done with you yet, and not only that, I need more time because of how serious and egregious your violation is, directly ignoring a court's order. You are not skating by from this one, buddy. So he's got the judge coming down on him. He's got sanctions that Stark is going to throw him under the bus at the hearing, which, by the way, at the time of this video, premieres to have happened yesterday. And if you don't believe me that Stark actually did throw him under the bus quite a bit, because I've got the transcript on that one. Imagine that. And that really ticked him off about that too. Hello. How are you doing, Sunday Spice? No Sunday Spice today. It's not going to happen. I've narrowed it down to doing it once a month, but it will be back. Foreman's statement that the judge was coming down on masking was true or substantially true. On April 14th, the judge in federal proceeding granted Ducey's motion to withdraw, but at the same time, the judge wrote, the court will reserve jurisdiction to decide the issues of sanctions against Ducey. That order reflected the judge's ongoing frustration with Ducey, and Foreman truthfully reported that it reflected how serious the potential for sanctions against Ducey was even after he withdrew. Very pointed. Now, Foreman's prediction in video 3 that Ducey may in the future have to flee the country is rhetorical hyperbole. And rhetorical hyperbole is non-actionable. Statements which can be considered rhetorical hyperbole, vigorous epithet, and loose figurative or hyperbolic language merit protection, suggesting that someone may have to flee the country after the potential revocation of their pro hoc vitae status is protected. Rhetorical hyperbole. Indeed, Ducey himself detailed in his fear of arrest as a reason he could not attend the show cause hearing in person, which was masking cannot demonstrate falsity for Foreman's predictions in the video. Now, if you're wondering, he in his fear for arrest, he talked about fleeing the country. Ducey cannot demonstrate falsity for Foreman's predictions. Foreman's predictions and desires for what may happen to Ducey in the future are not defamatory. Throughout the video 3, Foreman expresses his predictions and desires for what will happen to Ducey. For example, he predicts this is going to happen. Ducey is going to have an outstanding warrant for his arrest in the United States of America, and it's going to be either Judge Bolitho or the district judge over there in Gainesville issuing it for his failure to appear. There's going to be a suspension or a disbarment of his license in Connecticut, which is also going to lead to proceedings in Massachusetts, which will lead him to losing that license. And so he will lose all ability to practice law. It will either be suspended, either for a time or indefinitely until he answers the criminal charges in the future. I should say future criminal charges that will come to Florida because of his continuous failures to appear, because he is a coward. And that's what cowards do. They run when things get hot and heavy, and he's going to Europe, and he's going to try and do his scams from there. And if you haven't noticed, his LinkedIn all of a sudden changed from being an attorney in Connecticut to being a mobile attorney or something of that sort. Somebody else showed it to me. I can't remember the exact wording, but it's pretty damn hilarious. Now, predictions about the future are not actionable. It is well settled in the law of slander that words which imply or propose an intention on the part of the person spoken of to commit a crime, or is described by him possessing a disposition, or is wanting in qualities which would permit him to commit a crime or amount to a charge that, if opportunity offers, he would commit it, are not per se actionable. Now, the defamation of false light claims fail on the falsity statement. The court should dismiss both claims for Ducey's failure to establish a prima facie case. On the falsity element of the claims, the court should also dismiss for Ducey's failure to state defamation and false light claims, because Foreman is entitled to judgment as a matter of law. Now, Larry Foreman's statements are privileged. Ducey cannot demonstrate falsity for any statement made in the 3 videos. Ducey's claim also fails because he cannot show that Foreman made an unprivileged publication to a third party. Foreman's statements are privileged opinion and absolutely protected by judicial statements privilege. Foreman's remaining statements of the video are pure opinion. Pure opinion occurs when the maker of the comment states the facts on which he bases his opinions of the plaintiff, and then expresses a comment as to the plaintiff's conduct, qualifications, or character. Now, a statement consisting of pure opinion is absolutely protected. Foreman's opinion about Ducey is continuous stupidity and abhorrent behavior cannot serve as a basis for liability. Nor can Foreman's other opinions about Ducey. Ducey takes issue with Foreman's statement that Deuce, anytime things start going south, he escapes. Why? Because that's what cowards do. That's what people who have no spine and no testicles do. Men, of course, that's what I'm talking about. So, I mean, is that true? I mean, that's what people who have no spine and testicles do. They run like little cowards. I don't know. That could be true. Could be false. I don't know. I've never seen a man run without testicles. Of course, I haven't been looking at their testicles to see if they have them or not. Whatever. Despite being ordered to appear in a person or a Florida case, Ducey chose not to appear to explain why he should not be sanctioned for his unprofessional conduct, therefore just justifying his unprofessional conduct. Now, Foreman's opinion that Ducey's choice not to appear reflected Ducey's cowardice is pure opinion. And if you want to hear some pure opinion, I've got something for you. So pure opinion, my ass. There ain't nothing but pure opinion right here. So
Hunter, what's going on right now?
We're getting shot at by single shot Freddy.
Who's that?
I have a feeling he's a blind Afghan man somewhere between the ages of 60 and 75 years old. And he likes to scare the shit out of us with these single shots that he takes. We've been getting real close, so we're all hiding right now.
How come you think he's blind?
Well, because he hasn't hit anything yet.
Oh, I think we should write a children's book. See Testicles Run.
See Testicles Run. That's good. Because, I mean, you know.
Hello, everybody. I was running around trying to get done. Oh, I got to get all in. Otherwise, Shizzy's going to be all whiny and crying. Kind of like Jay earlier.
Oh, no. God, he was a little whiny and cry, wasn't he?
I love it when Jay is all whiny and cry. His tears are so refreshing. The salty tears. It's like sucking his soul.
Oh my God. Did you see some of these that I created? I've got a really creepy one too. This is awesome. Check this out.
And now for the grand reveal. Oh, no way, there's another one?
Oh, yeah. I did catch that one.
Oh, I've been having fun with that, man. I had everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, did you see the one with the shoulders? Oh, I have to show you.
No, I might got in too late for that one.
Oh, let's see. I try to remember which one it is. I think it's this one here. Let me see if it is. Nope.
That's just the face swapping.
Yeah, they were just peeling the masks away. And then I had this one here. Let's see. Maybe there's one of them that's really creepy. I think it's this one. I think it's this one's really creepy.
And now for the grand reveal. Oh, no way, that's
not the one. We've already shown that one. And I do have one here. File, which one is it? Is it 6? Might be 6. Yeah.
No.
Oh.
Wow.
That's
getting a little brazen there on TV.
God, I'm telling you, just all snuggly.
Just kick that closet door open. Hear me, see me.
There he is.
Oh, wow. That's pretty cool. I like that one.
I like that one too.
Yeah.
everybody, that is that's
What?
young Mr. Rogers.
Yeah, those are pretty funny. That that J Films does.
Oh God, yes.
Yeah.
You're so sad at Jay this past week. Well, then you saw the leg pictures, right? Oh, I got to show you the leg pictures.
Leg pictures.
Yeah, leg pictures.
Oh, yeah. We were talking about Spanx and all that. I told him not to do it. I said, don't do it, dude. I tried to wear the jeans with Juicy written on them just to make friends, and it did not turn out well.
Oh yeah.
So don't go down that road.
No, don't do it.
Yeah.
That would be so bad.
It wasn't pretty.
Oh God.
Wow.
Tug got an upgrade.
I'm liking Tug now. No, I'm just kidding.
Stripper heels.
Wait a minute. You have to go back.
Wait, you want to see that again?
Was there an Adam's apple there? Sometimes that throws you.
No Adam's apple. That's pure woman.
Well,
Damn.
apparently they've been shaving them now. So.
Well, it's like once you strip down Tug, what do you actually have? Oh my gosh. Yeah. No, it has been this document is unbelievable. I mean, it is just Larry came back and was just like, man, calling it that his cowardice is pure opinion, which is not actionable. I mean,
well, this goes back to what I was saying, and I only caught, the brief first couple of minutes after I went to go click in. But this goes back to what we were talking about yesterday or the other day, whatever. And then even before then, this is where it clearly shows they don't know what the fuck they're talking about when they throw out all this shit about, oh, that's defamation. Oh, that's libel. Oh, that's slander. Because they're listening to fucking idiots like Bubbles.
Yes. And they've been
It's all feelings based. Your feelings don't mean shit. The court doesn't care about your feelings. It's what can be proven.
No. And because if your feelings are hurt, stop acting like an idiot.
Yeah.
Stop doing idiotic things.
You have a right to be offended. I just don't give a shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I have a right not to give a shit.
Yes.
I think Tug is scared. Tug is not scared.
Oh, Tug isn't scared.
Tug mad or laughing?
Tug looking hot in that picture, though.
I mean, he was looking pretty smoking hot. I'm just saying. I might have to get those digits.
Tug came popping out looking like that. He could take me out to dinner.
Oh my God. You're right.
Out of town doesn't count, huh? Oh, what? Right. Yeah, it's wrong.
No, you're just saying that you're right.
Yeah.
It's wrong with a lot of folks.
And that's what we've run into, especially like what we were saying before as well, with all this shit with the coof and all that shit, and people being on lockdown and going, all of a sudden everything, I mean, it was bad enough before, but that's really when it piled on with all this bullshit about, feelings and, bullying and blah, blah, blah. Well, they can say this shit and do this stuff, and it's okay. But somebody else does. All of a sudden, it's bullying, it's stalking, it's harassment. Get the fuck out of here.
Well, I was going to do a shorter stream today, and Max just reminded me. Doug is going to be live shortly. I know he is. That's why I'm doing a shorter stream today. It's like I'm 19 pages into this, and I'll get into the rest of it here shortly, but I do have the open letter.
Oh.
For this.
Oh, well, so we're going to segue from a letter then. Okay.
Yeah, we can totally segue into a letter. Yeah. And then we'll talk for a couple of minutes and harass our chat. I'll read some super chats and I'll send everybody over to Doug.
Yeah.
So here it comes.
All right.
Better bend over.
It is about time. Let's break this mother down. With Shizzywhiznut.
Oh my God. This must be every single time.
Open letter. Dear BBB. Your polyflop just slapped itself. Oh, Bubbles. I read the motion to dismiss, and by read, I mean I was wading through the cesspool of your legal diarrhea leaking across the docket, and my hip waders were leaking. This isn't just a takedown by the DUI Guy. It's a public execution, a merciless gutting that leaves your pathetic polyflop scheme dangling like a gutted pig on a butcher's hook, or your usual state of prolapse. Are you that pathetically stupid? Well, I think that's a rhetorical question. That you thought you could weaponize the courtroom to silence satire, to turn your public shit show into a censorship crusade? Well, Larry's motion hoisted you up by your own bootstraps and snapped them like dry twigs. Your so-called polymop strategy, pathetic, over-emotional lawyer always moaning, and overly petulant, has morphed into polyflop. A laughable belly flop of bullshit that you tried to sell to the court as actual legal notation that crashes face first into the First Amendment, the law, and your own staggering incompetence. This is your funeral, dumbass, and the shovel's in your trembling hands, or buried up to the hilt in your ass. Your case is a house of cards built on quicksand. You wail about false statements, but the response hammers home the truth. Larry's jabs are opinions rooted in disclosed facts, rhetorical hyperbole, meant to sting, not swear. He waved his receipts, court dockets, your own public antics, and then drew conclusions you can't disprove because they're not facts. They're judgments, opinions, speculation about your legal pickle. I want to know nothing about your pickle. Protected. Summaries of your docket disasters. Literacy not even close to libel. You're flailing against a wall of like a petulant child, and that wall laughs at your tears, and Larry makes it clear. Your evidence is a mirage, a delusional scribble from a man too dumb to know he's drowning, and you should take a clue from Shizzy and get a fucking helmet.
Yes, you should. It saves on the brain cells.
And the one cell you have left is fighting for second place.
Yes.
Then there's your pro hoc vice pity party. Acting like a courtesy from a court you don't even belong to is some divine right. You barged into a jurisdiction like a drunk uncle at a wedding, trying to give out creepy hugs. Oh, there he is in the corner with his pants down again.
Uncle.
Instead of listening to boundaries and threw a little bitch fit when they told you to clean up your act. Your response? Sue the guy, pointing out the man juice stains on your face. Oh, pathetic. And that fear of arrest melodrama you plastered everywhere. You screamed it to the world, then sued when people pointed it out. The court calendar shredded that lie. And DUI Guy doesn't need a magnifying glass to see you running at top speed, head first into that brick wall yet again. Your own panic, your own downfall. And the ensuing seizures. Your polyflop wagon is a disgusting heap of fetish trash. Oh, fetid. Well, it could be a fetish too. I don't know. Maybe he gets off on this stupid shit.
Could be.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. That's a little too. Fetish trash. BBB. You didn't plead falsity with any shred of specificity. No present provable fact. Just a wambulance and whines. You demand the court punish, not... You demand the court punish tone, not truth. Begging for a ministry of nice feelings when the First Amendment stands as a middle finger to your comfort. Emotional distress. You chose the stage. You invited the scrutiny. Deal with the bruises. Oh, that dick slapping's gotta hurt.
Oh, it's gonna hurt so bad.
And your discovery is a weapon gambit? A textbook slap move, using subpoenas like a bully's bat, only to get slapped back with fee shifting that'll bankrupt your sorry ass. And you thought you could exhaust your critics into silence. That's why I came around here and humped everybody's leg. I still have a rash on mine. Nasty little thing.
Beat it off with a stick. Oh, no beating off. Stop the beating it off with the stick.
Milk take that prostate with a broom handle. But the motion turns your playbook into a punchline. Credibility? Well, you have none. If you ever did. The record drowns you in your own bullshit. Judicial warnings about your theatrics, strained resources, and blatant defiance. You call it bias. The Larry calls it out as it is. Accountability. The Larry.
Larry, hey, sometimes you misspell things. I'm not perfect, damn it.
The Larry is coming to get you, Clarice. Your defamation by implication trick. Whining like a little bitch is about one adjective in a sea of docket truth. Is it just a desperate flop? Context is king, and the context is your own shitstorm. You want the court police harsh, over hurtful? Dream on, you legal leech.
Mm-hmm.
And the echoed chamber nonsense, thinking repetition turns opinion into fact, is the delusion of a man too stupid to see he's shouting into a blue bucket. or drowning in it because he's too dumb to empty it.
Well, I mean, it's really hard whenever they start to get out of the blue bucket.
Right. Oh, these walls are so slick, I just can't get out.
Oh, God.
You can keep suing the mirror bubbles, but the mirror isn't defaming you. Your own reflection wants to run away from your ugly dumbass. It's reflecting, shithead. If you don't like the reflection, the grown-up fix is to change the shithead being reflected. There you go. God, I'm telling you, I need a crystal ball. You tried to drag a dozen people into the alley and shake down every one of them. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What you got instead is a motion to dismiss that reads like a lecture on the First Amendment you skipped in law school. Probably because it was during that 15 minutes he had to hit the bong.
Oh.
If this is the hill you picked, well, at least bring a backpack or lunch. Anti-slap fee petitions are heavy.
Oh, yeah, they are.
Let's get real, Deucey. Your end game was intimidation. Yes. Flood the court with paper, bury Larry in costs, and hope he taps out, just like everybody else. But anti-slap laws were forged for frauds like you, and the motion wields them like a sledgehammer. Fee petitions aren't a trophy. They're a bill for your arrogance. The most damaging blows aren't Larry's. They're the court's own words, a metronome of orders and impatience you can't outrun. You're not fighting a YouTuber. You're battling a judicial reckoning you invited. Yes. This is your mirror, Bubbles, and it's cracked wide open.
Just like yours.
I don't. Oh, I have images now. I'm going to need my drill again. You chose publicity, got scrutiny, swung at speech, and met your match. Polyflop isn't a strategy. It's your epithet. A self-inflicted bleeding axe wound. Because you are a pussy. That'll cost you more than pride. Drop it. Crawl back to your Armenian hideout. Yes. Oh, so our Slavic bin Laden.
Slavic bin Laden?
Slavic bin Hayden. Or whatever.
Slavic bin Laden.
Hey folks, we got him.
Slavic bin Hayden.
I don't know. I'm telling you, these I have to say these things. If I don't, it might potentially build up and my head will just explode.
Oh God, Slavic bin Hayden.
Or keep flailing like an artard and watch the sanctions bury your ass alive. I'll be here, helmet on. Well, that's a lie. You still haven't got another one. But anyway, I digress. I'll be here, helmet on, narrating your humiliating collapse or having this idiot on my screen do it for me. Like the drooling idiot I am. While you choke on the ashes of your own stupidity. Shizzywhiznut, the star-spangled helmet-wearing window licker, who still reads the record better than you.
Oh.
And never your fucking daddy.
It is about time. Let's break this mother down. With Shizzywhiznut.
Yes.
Yeah.
Leaving Shizzy for just yet. Yo,
Yeah, you never know what you're gonna get.
oh my gosh. Well, let me go ahead and read a few super chats here, and before I head out of here and send you guys over to Tugs, I will be heading over there. Probably just to harass him for a little bit.
Yeah.
We've had too much fun this week. I mean,
I know. It's just
Megan's
been one
left.
thing after another. Yeah.
Megan and Rosalind left and bailed out on Megan and Tug and decided to, become little besties, kick around vomit a little bit, it's
Jay's glorious tears.
Jay's glorious. Good times this whole weekend, and I can't wait to see what Monday looks like. Monday's gonna be good.
Might be interesting.
Okay.
Might be interesting.
I think it will be. I can imagine the stress that's going to come out of that, because Hazel Monte Eagles has squirreled away. Them damn nuts have been here for 8 months.
Yay.
That is so awesome. I love it.
Clearly you need help.
The white one, the 5 memberships. Oh,
Welcome to the shit show. Every
2,005
single
gifted
day,
memberships.
a new flavor
Gifted
of
membership.
fuckery. Cause everybody's such you see, and they're darker than a bag of swat. Monday, bullshit. Tuesday, bullshit. Wednesday, and then 4 more days of increasingly stupid, ridiculous, ignorant, older, dash, poppycock, olives, and fuckery. All over again.
Blessings to all. Shizzy, keep truth and what the hell's alive. Well, I don't know about keeping them alive, but I'll keep the story. Well, as long as the story goes on, I'll be covering as much of it as I can. Smack likes, share content, Sister Sal. Linda with a $12 super chat. Did you see that shit Yamaha was accused of using AI for his voice? And yes, I did. It was shite. Absolute shite.
Oh, is that something new? Did that happen again? Or is that just in relation to
No, that's just in relation to
what happened yesterday? Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Thank you for keeping us entertained. Shizzy, some beach somewhere. I love that. Some beaches somewhere. I love that so much. And then also Prince of Wales says Shizzy has abandoned me for Cyber Chicken and Yamaha, going over to the dark side to be just Jay's tragically hip friend. Bye, crew world. Goodbye. Thank you, Prince of Wales.
Tragically hip friend.
Oh my god! Oh no, I mean, it's been a, like I said, a very good week. And I would say you might want to go check out Flippin' Adventures. They're going to have a new video coming out. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. I'm just saying.
Okay.
It's going to be good. Oh, I've had a very interesting week. I'll tell you. Shizzy and you and Yamaha are the best. Love you both. It's been a member.
Well,
Tammy Bugard, thank you so much. And then also Anik, 1005 is gifted one Shizzywhiznut membership. Thank you so much. This is for you.
Welcome to the shit show. Every single day, a new flavor of fuckery. Cause everybody sucks, you see, and they're dumber than a bag of floss. Monday, bullshit. Tuesday, bullshit. Wednesday, and then 4 more days of increasingly stupid, ridiculous, ignorant, boulder, dash, poppycock, olives, and fuckery. And all over again.
Angie is on my shit. 11 and a half. Every inch counts. Get it right. That's just messed up. That's not right.
Oh, I'm sorry. Angie is on your shit list. She should never be on your shit list.
Yeah, I'm 4'11 and a half. Damn it.
I think I have something here. I'm pretty sure that it's here. I know that I've saved it here somewhere. Of course, I can never remember where I put it, but whenever that's it just sounds stupid.
You're drowning again.
It's because I'm flipping.
You're flipping back and forth.
Yeah, I'm flipping around because I have all these things like
the one
that.
with the black hair. Is your name Emerson? Oh, that's weird. It's Emerson, big old titties. You know what I'm saying?
I love it. Janice has become a new YouTube member. Thank you so much, Janice, for joining in on this. You are so welcome here. This is one of those places where you're absolutely safe to have a little bit of fun until Yamaha shows up, and then you are demanded that you have fun, or else he will force you into submission and force his fun upon. That just sounds dirty again.
It doesn't matter. In years to come, she'll regret it.
Well, don't they always? Thank you very much, Janice, for becoming a new member. And
what the hell was I thinking?
Well, everybody, I'm going to send all you guys over to Tug. Thank you very much, Yamaha, for swinging on by. And
thank you. Thank you, everybody. Glad you had fun.
And, is your evil brother have something coming up pretty soon?
Well, when he gets around off his lazy ass and finishes up those letters from history.
Oh, he's got letters from history. I can't wait to read those. Can't wait to see those. I think they'll be glorious. All right, everybody. See you later. And I will be back on tonight, but I will be back hopefully tomorrow morning. So everybody have a good one.
Bye.
Peace.
Running through the maze, I felt the pain, chasing what only a dream, break from the scheme. Waking up at dawn, all my fears are gone. I'll stop today, never, never, not today. Compromise, rise above it all, not gonna fall. Step by step I go, faster than the flow. Broke through every chain, I will not be contained.